Good day, my name is Jerry, and welcome to Kathon's Journey, where I will be showing my travels throughout Philippines and Asia. My motto is, go ahead and take the risk, no matter what anyone says, as to live an adventure for a fun and fulfilling life. Good day, and welcome to the journey of Malapascua. This is the second video of Malapascua. This one is mainly with the Thrasher sharks and the scuba diving. This first portion you're seeing here is overhead drone of the North Beach there at Malapascua. Just go ahead and enjoy the view. I'll be cutting in every once in a while. You can see coming up on these houses, the structures right here, basically the hurricane or typhoon Adet most likely did the damage that you see there for like removing the roof and everything. So did quite a bit of damage throughout the entire area last year. One thing I did notice on Malapascua Island on the overheads and walking through was that these beaches you see here, these coves, there's a lot of these coves that come in all throughout the island, as you saw on the satellite image also. Basically, I think you have some rock formations that you see, like this one right here, that obviously stops the waves, harder for it to destroy over time. But on the beach areas, obviously sand and all that, it's a lot more weaker. So over time, it forms these coves that due to the waves hitting and forces coming in and form these coves. That makes it kind of nice with these small beaches all around the perimeter of Malapascua here. So again, there's quite a few of these. It's one big one. Basically, the North Beach is one long one. But as you see here going around, they do have multiple beaches like that throughout. Here you can basically see how big the island is. Again, just the further south shore over there on the north side right now. And actually you can see there the main city when you come into with the pier right there to the right at the top of the screen. You have to look at it. Now here we're coming up on this white lighthouse here. I don't think it was working. Again, this is the north side of the island. I was on the south side. I did remember to look up there. I would think as small as this island is, even from the south side and as high as it is, I should be able to see it. But again, I didn't see anything working, so I don't think it is, but I could be wrong on that. And then we're coming back to North Beach here. Again, you can see where the cove kind of comes in. It's a real long, pretty wide beach, as you can see there coming in. As you see here, there's very little development on the North Shore. As a matter of fact, there's only one resort that I saw, the one we came through there on the North Shore. It has a restaurant, one restaurant, and I wouldn't even call it a restaurant, more of a place where you can just eat, had very little food there. Not very many chairs or big resort, pretty small for resorts like on the south side, but a lot of open land. You see some housing here from the community, but still a lot of open land. So undeveloped area on the North Beach, so again, intimate there, nice, not as crowded as the south side. Okay, here we get into the actual cost of the scuba diving from one place. I think 3 dives were like $16.50. Atlas diving, where I went, the actual cost was $4,000, I believe, for 3 dives, and that did include breakfast. Here we're starting to see the Thrasher sharks coming in, and a little bit I was told about the Thrasher sharks, their tail being so long, because when they're hunting and have their prey, they basically turn real quick and snap, I don't know, I guess like a wet towel or something, and snap the prey and stun them so that they can turn around and get them in order to eat them. So basically it's a huge whip, their tail, which is what it looks like. So go ahead and just enjoy these Thrasher shark videos that we got going here, and I'll cut in every once in a while. Very shiny coats, almost metallic-like on when they come by, when you got good light and everything. Thought that was pretty cool to see.
While we are watching the sharks here, some people have written me in reference to where Kathon came from and Kathon's journey. It basically goes back to my college years when I was a pledge at a fraternity, and my big brother there was a chemist, chemical engineer. And when you go through your pledge week, you're given a pledge name. You got a big brother that shows you the ropes, make sure you learn things and all of that, and he is responsible for you, and he's the one that gives you your name. Well, again, since he was a chemist at that time, he was fascinated with this chemical called Kathon 866. Or actually, maybe it was Kathon 886. I don't remember the full name, but he actually gave me the full name of Kathon 866, and that was my pledge name that I was called during my first semester of pledging at the fraternity. After that, after the pledge, Kathon kind of stuck around for a while, and then later on, Big Daddy K, because again, I was older than most, and I worked out quite a bit, was bigger, and again, older, so they called me mainly Big Daddy K around the fraternity. And that's where Kathon came from. I've used Kathon for, I like it, it's a strong name. I had a dog named Kathon, my first real dog right after college, so I used it for quite a bit. But that's where the name came from. Thanks.
Kind of wild how sometimes they make a turn, like this one did. They come back and make a second turn, and even though this one wasn't too close, there were others that get pretty close, and you can see their eye, their black eye, just checking you out. Pretty inquisitive creatures. One thing that kind of surprised me here was how calm the little fish are around the Thrasher shark. Now, maybe due to the distance and everything, I can't really see how close they are, but I thought the little fish being around the big fish where they could get eaten was pretty calm, just swimming normally. Also, this Thrasher shark here seemed pretty inquisitive. He went around, I think this is his second time around now, and then rotates the other way, then comes back pretty close and looks at us again. So I think it came around like 3 times. There it is again, looking at us again, and so that one's pretty inquisitive, I guess. Now here we get into the scuba diving. It's got some shark in it, Thrasher sharks, but mainly coral and the fish. With all the different colors of fish, it was pretty good abundance of fish area, or fish in this area with the coral. So tells you it's got a good coral life, and again, a lot of different kinds of fish. There's a little Nemo going through, saw a few of those out there, so always nice to see. Although I did not do it here, I think this reef here would be a very good night dive due to as many fish as you see here. During the night, the predators come out, and I would think with this abundance of fish around this area, they would be quite a bit of predators that come out. Eels, squids, other big fish, groupers coming out to eat the small fish. It's interesting to see when you come in that, and the coral, you come closer, they all, the fish go into the coral, obviously, when they're being hunted, so as not to get caught. I don't think that's a sea urchin. I've never seen one like that. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I do not believe it is sea urchin. But right next to it, you'll see the lionfish, which is very poisonous. So stay away from those, but good to photograph. So I said in my first video, I do like Malapascua quite a bit, had good diving. I would definitely recommend the island, especially with the Thrasher sharks going out. It takes probably about an hour to get out to where they're at, but it was really good diving. Right here. You know what to do. Go ahead and hit those buttons. And thanks for watching Kathon's Journey.